Hello chickadees and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a Khloe Kardashian inspired tutorial. So starting off with my brows, I'm using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, and I'm just going to go in and gently fill in the brows. Khloe always has really nice natural brows when she's not doing like a full glam look, so I really wanted to replicate those in this tutorial. So the look I'm going for is more of the everyday slash going out look that she tends to go for, which is like the bronzy brownie eyes with like just a really beautiful glowy base and a nude lip. So obviously it's not that hard to recreate, super simple, really limited products, which is great. Going in with my Miss Lynn eyebrow gel in number 3, I'm just going to set those bad boys into place. And then going in with my Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, I'm just going to start priming my eyelids. Now you may have noticed my new background. It is beautiful. I'm in the midst of moving, so I really needed a permanent background to rely on. And then for eyes, I'm going to set the base with the Tempera shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette, making sure the concealer is nice and set before we go in with any bronzy colors. To start defining the eye, I'm going to go in with Raw Sienna, and I'm actually going to use the brush the palette came with. I haven't used it before, but I was playing around with it before I started filming this tutorial, and I really loved the way that it kind of just fit my eye shape. So just using that Raw Sienna shade just as a transition shade to start deepening up the crease and lay a base for the colors to come. For the main color, I'm going to be taking Burnt Orange, which is just a beautiful, as explained, burnt orange shade, and I'm just going to use that to deepen up the crease, add a pop of color, and I'm also going to drag it over the lid. Khloe always has a blown out kind of orange smoky eye. There's not too much definition, not too much shimmer, just more of like an all over color, so that's what I'm aiming for today. So just really blowing that out, blowing it up, taking it up quite high, blowing it out quite wide, and making sure the eye is completely covered with that shade. And just to make sure everything's blended nicely, I'm going to go back in with Raw Sienna on a clean blending brush, and I'm just going to blend out the top of those two shades, just making sure they're blended together smoothly. And then going in with Cypress Umber, I'm just going to use that to deepen up the crease. Khloe always has a deeper kind of crease shade at the very lower end of the crease, so I'm just going to use that to deepen up the crease and the outer V. To highlight the brow bone and make it pop a little bit more, I'm going to be taking Tempera, and I'm just going to put that on the brow bone really nicely, just add a little bit of shimmer and pop it out. And then to start the base off, I'm taking the Josie Maran Argan Enlightenment Illuminizer, and just on a synthetic brush, I'm just going to use that to coat my entire face, making sure the base is nice and glowy and looking fresh and alive. To add some moisture to the base before I go in with foundation, I'm taking the Mario Badescu Rosewater Spray, and then for foundation I'm going in with the Born This Way by Too Faced in the shade Sand. And using the same brush that I used to pop on the illuminator, I'm just going to use that to pop on the foundation, making sure my face is nice and full coverage before I pat it in with my Beauty Blender. To conceal my under eyes and highlight my face, I'm taking my Born This Way concealer in Fair. I'm just going to pop that on my under eyes, and then I'm going to go in with the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Beautiful Bronze, and I'm going to use that to cream contour around my face, my cheekbones, and my chin. Khloe always has a full glam when it comes to the base. She's always perfectly contoured, always really nicely highlighted. And this is just a super easy way to kind of get that Khloe Kardashian everyday slash going out look. So just using all my cream products just to highlight and contour. And I also pop the concealer down on my chin, the bridge of my nose, and my forehead, and also underneath that cheek contour just to pop it out even more. If you're a Kardashian fan, you'll know that they always have poppin' cheekbones. So I really tried to go above and beyond just to replicate that.
I used to walk these roads with you. Can't remember the last time I went without you. Where do I go? Where do I go? How will I know? How will I know? I used to walk these roads with you.
To bake my under eyes and set my face, I'm going in with my RCMA translucent powder. On my beauty blender, I'm going to use that first just to bake under my eyes, making sure they stay highlighted and crease free. And then just using a large powder brush, I'm just going to set the rest of my face. And then taking the burnt orange shade, I'm just going to use that to run on my lower lash line. I use the same brush from the Anastasia palette again. I just use the other side of it, which is like kind of like a short shader side, and it just fit my lower lash line perfectly. So just really smoking out that lower lash line, and then going in with Cypress Umber again. I'm just going to go over the top of that, but a little bit more closely to the lash line, just to darken it up a little bit, add a little bit more definition. And then using the opposite side, I'm just going to make sure it's all blended out nicely. And then going in with the LA Girl Blush Collection, the Spice one, I'm taking that bronzing shade. And on a Zoeva contour brush, I'm just going to use that to contour my cheekbones, making sure they're really nice and strong, because of course Kardashians have strong cheekbones. And then taking the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, I'm just going to use that to bronze up the rest of my face. Taking a little bit more of that RCMA powder and my beauty blender, I'm just going to use that to clean up that contour, making sure I haven't dropped it too far down. For blush, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Sweethearts blush, and I'm just going to use that to gently pop on the apples of my cheeks. And then going back in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Mon Renaissance palette, I'm going to take the Primavera shade again. I'm just going to use that to highlight my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead, and that was it. I didn't do my nose. I should have done my nose, but I didn't. I just left it. I had so much glow going on. And I'm also going to use that to highlight the inner corners of my eyes. And then to finish off the eyes before false lashes, I'm taking my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, just to make sure they're really nice and long and coated before I pop any fake eyelashes on. For lashes, I'm taking my Huda Beauty Samantha lashes in number 11. And then to start the lips, I'm going with Kylie Cosmetics Dolce K lip liner. I'm just going to use that to gently line my lips and also fill them in a little bit. Chloe always has nude lips, except for like massive events where she may rock like a red or a purple. But for her standard everyday / going out glam, it is mainly nude. And then going in with my Dose of Colors lip gloss in Undressed, I'm just going to pop that on top to create the perfect nude lip gloss. And just making sure my lips are looking juicy, because hers are always juicy. And then I took a little bit more of that Primavera shade and popped it on my Cupid's bow. And there you have it, a really nice, easy Khloe Kardashian themed glam. I hope you guys enjoyed and loved the new background. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and hit that red subscribe button, and I'll see you guys soon.
Where do I go?